of the most controversial families on YouTube is back making headlines again for all the wrong reasons, and this time people have had enough. From accusations of excluding their adopted siblings to exploiting the tragedy in Maui for views, and even being accused of emotionally manipulating fans with pregnancy clickbait videos. This latest drama wave from the Not Enough Nelsons fam is insane, and the internet has had enough.
Look at this. You got really strong muscly legs, remember?
Now, the Not Enough Nelson family are not new to drama and controversy, but this time they seem to have taken it too far. So, fans have increasingly become upset with Cass in particular after people started noticing that she doesn't hang out with her adopted siblings in videos anymore. She just chooses to hang out with Presley and Paisley, her biological siblings. This has led fans to start assuming that she doesn't like her other siblings, so she would rather not be seen with them. This became so serious that a fan decided to come outright and ask her once and for all. The fan left a comment on one of Cass's videos saying, "It's crazy how you just kinda hang out with your blood-related siblings." However, Cass wasn't really pleased by this, so she decided to set the record straight and posted a TikTok in response. So then she took to the comments to squash any rumors by saying it might seem like she just hangs out with her biological siblings, but that isn't really the case. She proceeded to explain that her other siblings are just busy and some don't want to be on camera. Just take a look at these responses Cass gave a fan when they said, "Is it true you only hang out with Presley and Paisley? I can totally see why it might seem like that, but remember, you only see tiny parts of my everyday life."
Not your fault.
You're right. It's not my fault. It's your fault.
Now, after this, a surprisingly large amount of her fans have come to her aid, calling out the people trying to spread lies that Cass hates her adopted siblings. This section of fans agreed with fans, so they began leaving comments all over her socials saying things like, "I do understand why a lot of people think Cass favorites Paisley and Presley, but people need to understand that some people prefer to film more than others. They are quite young and don't have much school to stress about, so they might be in most of her videos because they are not that busy." Another thing is that some of her siblings are probably not as interested in makeup and skincare as much as Paisley and Presley are. I think it's because Presley and Paisley love skincare the most. She never forces her siblings to be in videos. When all the teens were younger, she would hang out with them more. Like Cass said, you only see tiny parts of her life. They don't deserve all this hate. They just don't like being on camera. Why are people mad about that? Now, you might be thinking that we are done with drama from Cass, right? Wrong.
3, 2, 1.
A couple of weeks ago, Cass uploaded a video on her YouTube titled "Find Out If I'm Pregnant, Very Emotional," and a section of her fans on Reddit weren't pleased by it. Fans were angry, saying Cass was emotionally trying to manipulate her fans just for views with her thumbnail, where she is seen crying almost uncontrollably.
I wanted to be positive so bad. I'm so scared. I have so much hope. There's actually a chance. I don't want to be heartbroken.
Basically, the video was about her journey trying to get pregnant and all of the struggles and challenges she faced during the whole entire process. Fans were sympathetic to Cass because of how hard it must have been for her, but they were also questioning how sincere she was. A section of fans even went as far as to question why, if she was so emotional and heartbroken as she appeared in the video, would she still go ahead and record herself and subject herself through all that? Some even went as far to say that Cass was just doing it for the views. This began a whole separate drama, with some people coming out and starting to accuse Cass of using her pregnancy for clickbait. Can we talk about how Cass has made multiple videos clickbaiting pregnancy? There is a difference between sharing your infertility journey and clickbaiting pregnancy for views and clicks. It's disgusting when YouTubers do things like this when they themselves know what it's like for others who are struggling with infertility. Honestly, she just seems so immature when her content.
Taking that pregnancy test is now, I got the worst answers, so whatever they text me, it can't be worse than what I already know, if that makes sense. It would just be like the same if it's negative.
Now, this is where the drama really started blowing up, because shortly after Cass had uploaded her emotional pregnancy video, Kenna D decided to also post a video updating people on her pregnancy, and this almost broke the entire internet. People started calling out Kenna D for not being a good and supportive sister because she knew what her sister was going through, but instead decided to post a video telling the whole world how her pregnancy was going. A section of Cass's fans were pissed, taking to Reddit to vent out their frustration, saying, "I usually do not favor Cass, but she just uploaded one of the most sad vids where she is crying so much because she found out she isn't pregnant but was expecting a pregnancy. Just just a few minutes after Kenna uploads a video updating us on her pregnancy. Like, Cass is already so sad, and Kenna's pregnancy obviously would be heavy on her, and a vid update that should have been at least postponed. However, Kenna's fans didn't believe that this was the case and began defending her, saying that Kenna has a right to enjoy her pregnancy and that it doesn't make her a bad sister for doing that. Just look at these comments from Kenna's fans. Okay, don't get me wrong, I feel for Cass and would never wish a miscarriage or infertility on anyone, but it's not Kennedy's responsibility to worry about her feelings. Just because Cass unfortunately can't get pregnant and has miscarriages doesn't mean her sister shouldn't be able to be excited and post about her pregnancy. It's not Ken's fault that Cass is going through this. I don't think Ken posted it with the intent to make Cass feel bad. Pregnancy loss is absolutely hard, and like I said, I feel for Cass and I sincerely hope she gets her baby soon. In my opinion, Kennedy hasn't done anything that's insensitive to Cass. Kennedy is posting what's happening in her life just like Cass is, and when Cass gets pregnant, I'm sure she will do exactly the same. I agree. I also think Ken has been so respectful of Cass's situation, not filming her reaction. Ken also has the right to enjoy her experience of being pregnant.
I couldn't take it and I break down because how could you wish that on somebody, especially somebody who's had a miscarriage, who's been struggling with trying to get pregnant? That is just so low.
And the drama surrounding Cassidy just keeps on giving loves. I mean, she is not catching a break. It's just drama after drama. Now, Cass is again receiving backlash from the internet for being too spoiled and bratty. This backlash came after she posted a video where she revealed that she spent $20,000 on a bracelet. What? It is no secret that Cass and her entire family are extremely wealthy. I mean, with nearly 3 million subs on YouTube alone, it's not a shocker that their net worth is estimated to be somewhere between $7 million to $10 million. However, some fans feel that since they are a family-oriented channel and their core audience is young children, Cass and her entire family should feel a sense of responsibility and set realistic expectations for kids, because not all of them can afford to live a luxurious and flashy lifestyle like them.
These were my names. I would need to be this spoiled as an apology.
I mean, just take a look at people's comments after Cass posted a video going to buy a G-Wagon. Get this, other G-Wagon.
Come with me to order my new car. Let's go.
Also, before you freak out, I'll explain everything, I swear. A lot of you know I got this G-Wagon not too long ago. So before I got the car I'm sitting in right now, I actually went in and designed one. But since I never had one before, the guy recommended to get a used one before. I wanted to make sure I liked it. And so I followed his advice and I got a used one. And now that I know I love it, I'm gonna go back in and order and customize a new one. Let's go to the Mercedes dealership together and order a custom G-Wagon. Let's go.
Must be so nice. Meanwhile, I can barely afford my medical bills. And I can barely afford food and shopping for a week. Wish I had this kind of money. Meanwhile, I am trying to figure out how to pay my past due rent. LOL. I get you can do anything with your own money, but dang, doesn't this seem excessive? You need more cars?
I think I was gonna cry. I was just gonna film a get ready with me. I can take a lot of hate about pretty much everything. The way I look doesn't matter. The way I act, I don't care what people have to say about that. The hate is fine. But when it comes to the point multiple people say that I hope that she never has a baby, or I hope she never gets to experience pregnancy because of how I spend my money or the way I act doesn't fit how they think I should. I've never cried over hate, but when it comes to that, I couldn't take it and I break down because how could you wish that on somebody?
On the other hand, a lot of Cass's fans see no issue with how she chooses to spend her money. They say that she has worked hard for it, therefore she should spend it however she wants to. They even say that she isn't spoiled for showing off, she simply is sharing the things in her life with her fans and followers on social media.
First place, let's try her meds. Nothing that I love. Cartier, we've already been in here once today. I really like some things in there, so I think we're gonna send it in here. Let's see what happens.
Now, I know a lot of the focus has been on Cassidy, but she is not the only one in the family to be in the middle of an internet drama of late. Now, the Nelson family was on a vacation in Maui when one of the biggest fire tragedies in history of the island happened to occur.
And good evening from here in Maui, where we have just learned that this is now the deadliest wildfire in modern U.S. history.
But people were angry at the Nelson family because they seemed to see the tragedy as an opportunity to capitalize and make as many videos as possible from it.
Fire going on here. Huge fire.
Boy, it's pretty bad over there. It's not making me very happy in my heart, that's for sure. He said our whole house is burned down.
This got so many people so angry in a Reddit channel for the Not Enough Nelson fans. People began venting and expressing their anger about how they were disappointed by the family. Fans were even pointing out how Tiffany in particular was constantly crying to try and get an emotional response from their fans.
Hey guys, welcome back to Not Enough Nelsons. Today's video is super close to our heart. It was scary in the moment for us, but really what makes it hard for me to watch is just knowing that all of those people were going through so much all around us, and I'm honored to have known some of the people that I got to know even in the Royal Lahaina Hotel.
But the thing that got people angry was that it worked. The Nelson family videos were blowing up and getting tons and tons of views from people who were touched and concerned. But when someone dared to call out the family for exploiting a tragedy and other people's emotions for views, their comments would be immediately taken down, leaving only comments that made the family look good. So, being the resourceful people they are, they took to Reddit to try to expose the Nelson family by sharing their thoughts. Tiffany is a clown. She's asking people to share her video to get the word out, and even $5 they donate will help. How about she donates the proceeds from all her Hawaii videos, or even just a percentage of all her videos? Then she's booking her rooms for an extra night just in case, as she's passing all the families whose homes burned down and getting into the open rooms, preventing another displaced family from getting shelter for an extra day. Then they cut off the videos, so there definitely will at least be a part 3. Everything about this is so distasteful, from the thumbnail to the title to the fact that they had time to vlog, all whilst people were dying. Them being one of the lucky ones who still got to travel back as well, it's disgusting. After knowing people who were and still are affected by the fires, these videos make so incredibly angry. The heartbreaking stories of those who lost family, friends, homes, and businesses used as clout is disgusting. The comments make it seem like the Nelsons actually experienced trauma and loss, which I can promise is not the case. This family does not live with the values that make up Hawaii as a culture or lifestyle. They are not welcome on our land and can take their business elsewhere. The family is really milking their heartbreak in Maui. I mean, how many videos are they going to make? They really making money from these videos. The right thing to do would be to donate some of the money they're making off this to help real people who are suffering there and stop making videos on their heartbreak. They were not in any danger.
We have decided to launch an exclusive merch dedicated to our love for Maui. Love it. Look at me a little bit more, Lily. There you go. Perfect.
Loves, the Not Enough Nelson family seem to be involved with drama after drama each and every day. But what do you guys think about this whole situation? And what are your opinions on the Not Enough Nelson family?